Thank you. Next point, the legal matters appeal on cost and backlog case, and when the case of Vice President.
I think you all will have heard that we appealed to the court because our costs were so high with regard to the car park case. They only offered us 35,000 Swiss francs, which might be large for the CAS, but certainly wasn't anything like our legal fees. We appealed against this. The Swiss court said yes, the CAS should look again. The CAS looked again, and they said, let's say they took on board the wishes of, or the statement of the 5 federations that FIDE was very wealthy and we should reclaim it from our members. This is, in their ruling, was the main point. That FIDE, they said that FIDE should not get any more because they agreed with these federations that we should reclaim it from our members. I would be grateful if these federations could explain to me how I do this. Should I be doing it on equally for each federation? Should I do more from the bigger federations and less from smaller ones? Because obviously this is what CAS wants us to do. So if the French, German, Swiss, Ukrainian and American federations could please, as they were the ones who put this forward, they were the ones who said this should be done. And this is what CAS agreed to. They agreed with them. I would like them to maybe, here we have Mrs. Hearing, we have Mr. Metzing, we have Mr. Podesti. Maybe, as this is what they put forward to the CAS, and the CAS accepted, maybe they would like to tell us how we should do this. Does any of them have a comment?
Mr.
Chairman, may I speak about my purpose?
That's coming next, Ali. Let me deal with it. We have complete silence from them. I'm the
Mr. Hearing wants to say something.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I think we are talking about 1 million. So.
Go ahead.
Please read, Mrs. Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Well, of course, I was not in the CAS proceedings. So I'm not familiar exactly day to day with what was argued. But I do know that the total amount. You hear me now? The total amount described, there were many legal arguments made, some of which involved jurisdiction, which were in fact half of the arguments. So it's necessary to read very carefully the decision of CAS and to understand that as an organization, we have decided that CAS will be the body that we take disputes to, and their decision is final. So somehow, in this situation, we don't want it to be final. We want to go and relive the past. I suggest that it's better to look to the future. Thank you.
So, anybody else who doesn't want to pay the bills, then you have to make any excuse.
I think the point raised by Nigel has not been answered. I think that Nigel is asking, first and foremost, was there a proposal put forward that this amount be reclaimed from the members? And if so, Nigel is asking how you propose to do that. That's not living in the past. Because I think that a lot of federations here have got a lot of programs and they are suffering in terms of financing. So if the appellants did say that FIDE is very rich, I think firstly, I think that needs to be explained. And two, what Nigel has said, that how do you propose that that amount be reclaimed from the members? If any of the federations were involved, can answer that, please.
Okay, can I say my opinion about this? What is the truth of this situation? The truth is that no federation of these 5 federations has been asked about their opinion, what arguments to submit to us. Why they can never against. They decide about everything. This is the truth. That's why we were saying always that this was a game. It was a game by Gary Kasparov, Anatoly Karpov, and the truth is Netherlands. They didn't knew on that moment in the first court case what the arguments they were going to be. They didn't know even now when they were trying to stop us from asking more money, what the arguments are going to be. My point here is that we should realize that we cannot continue this. This is my point. It's not possible that federations are suing FIDE and they don't know what's going on. The lawyers making all decisions. I don't believe really that any one of these federations has contributed anything to all these papers that they have been sent to us. They were asking, we want this, we want that. They never contributed anything to the argument. Because I don't believe even that some of these arguments that we heard in class, that there is anyone in the list of this federation that really was supporting these arguments. Some argument was really very ugly, to say words which is even small, the meaning from what they have presented. I don't want to say dirty or anything. So I believe the federation didn't really know. Now, we're in a situation that, okay, 1 million euros would be in our accounts, so what we'll do now? We charge the 5 federations 200,000 each one. Some of them, they will be bankrupt immediately. We charge 170 federations with 50,000 everyone, 5,000 everyone. It's not possible. So I believe that we should get the advice of Mrs. Ruth to forget the past, but not like this, how she says. We should remember the past, Mrs. Ruth. We should not repeat this. Forget the past concerning the bill. Concerning the bill, let's forget this past. But we should remember the past. We should not be in the same situation again that federations, just because somebody decides to play his own game, they are involved in this game, they are going to cash, and then this is the results. We spent the last 1 year 1.3 million euros, something like this, which is crazy money. Crazy money. I'm sure that if you had to pay this money for lawyers from your own budget, you will never decide to go to this game. So somehow we should protect our organization. You are part of this organization. Even if you were supporting another leader in the last election, you are part of this organization. So don't forget this. Forget the bill, but don't forget what happened. Don't repeat again this. This is my proposal.
About your proposal, my sister.
Yes.
Maybe we can forget the bill, but we shouldn't forget tips. So I propose at least those federations to show their goodwilling, is not related to my proposal, to donate this year to CACTEC federations some amount of money to show that they have goodwilling. I leave it to them.
Okay, you'll leave it to them.
I don't know if, Mr. Marco, you have the power to overrule what the court has said. The case has ordered them to
No,
pay.
No,
I'm just asking.
the court did order FIDE to try to get the money from the federation. The court said that we can get the money from the federation.
That is, when the court says something, there is an order.
No.
It is not simply out of the blue that they say.
No, it's not order.
Please, let me finish.
But it's not an order then.
What is
Really
it?
correct.
Then what is it?
Did order FIDE to get the money from the federation.
So why not we get it?
The idea is that this is possible.
No, let them come and ask us. Let them say, please forgive us, we will not be able to pay. Then we will decide. Why don't you go and say, let them say, let the 5 countries come and tell us, please don't collect it from us. Then we can decide. Without their asking, why do you want to do it?
Okay. Let's make it clear. There's not any order from the court that we should try to get this money. It was the idea is that okay, FIDE, if FIDE wants to get such money, could collect from the Federation, because this was their proposal actually, but there's not an order for this. There's not a decision that we should collect this one.
Actually, everything what Mr. Makopoulos was saying and some others was dealt between parties, I could say, when we dealt with the statutes. The proposal of Ali to take the money from Federation is very logical. And therefore we put it in the statutes. You heard the other day what changes were made in the statutes in respect of CAS, trying to avoid such cases in the future and trying to protect our organization, as Mr. Makopoulos was mentioning. And this is correct, and this is the right way to do it. The federation who is suing FIDE with no reason and loses, they should cover all costs, all reasonable costs, as we described in the statutes. However, in spite of what has been said in the court, we cannot make such a resolution for the past. I don't know what about the legality, but we don't go for this. I'm suggesting in the spirit which was made here in General Assembly, the speech of Garry Kasparov, and all the new spirits that were going between parties in the status. And what has been said is, we know the situation, we could impose the federation. I'm suggesting that we solved more or less the problem for the future. Let's leave it out and finish with this. We are happy that it will not happen again. Let's forget what happened, not make retrospective decisions. Thank you.
I show you guys, don't worry. That's the lady was before you, Garifa. Can you speak?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to respond to Annex 60, Ali's recommendation. I would like to say something on behalf of...
Wait a minute. Let's don't mix the things. This is us. Please.
Sorry,
no,
I
no,
thought it...
No. Nothing. It's not connected with one with this actually. Yeah.
Уважаемый президент, я опять буду говорить о том, что мы это односильно. И все члены, и все руководство я опять хочу напомнить, что мы все это односильно. И руководство, они тоже члены из этой семьи. И сами их выбираем, да, и потом мы все вместе хотим работать. Я не думаю, что те проблемы, которые появляются в шахматном мире, оно должно судиться, и это должно судить в разных странах или разных судьях. Если мы одна семья, то значит семья должна решить все проблемы внутри себя. И что для этого надо делать? Мы должны иметь совет честных, и нам должны входить и из шахматного мира, и из шахматистов, и из нашего Конгресса. Этот совет должен быть абсолютно свободным и не должен зависеть ни от кого. И этот совет должно быть большое уважение от вас. И потом, если бывает проблема, то эта проблема этот совет решает, и его решение будет окончательным. Но совет будет защищаться от вас. Вы будете каждый год платить какую-то маленькую сумму, но этот совет будет защищать всех. И не надо там 100 тысяч или 200 тысяч, потому что многие федерации ясно, что не могут судиться, потому что у них нет такого. И в этом уже руководство имеет большой плюс, который это нечестно перед другими федерациями. Я думаю, что мы должны иметь свое собственное, свободное, которое будет защищать и ФИДЕ, и федерацию. Это мое предложение.
Federal Board, Executive Board of General Assembly. But this idea about this independent body, where actually it should be some lawyers, of course, there, we have discussed. All these last months that we were dealing with these changes of the status, we have discussed this, and we had reached the conclusion that we will create, we'll have to spend more money inside, and then we'll not avoid gas, because everybody can go through gas. Now, let's go back to the previous discussion. Mr. Lopez.
I would like to say, for this situation, we are agreeing with many points. Sure. I think we have always tried to have internal solution until internal debate. Aggressive debates, if you did, but sure, it's very difficult to go always in the court. It's my opinion. So I think there is a new situation. After the intervention of Mr. Kasparov, with this speech, was very open and different, I think, of the other speech. I think there is no situation. My proposition is to have an agreement. We need to speak with Mr. Kasparov and Mr. Kasparov. You know, it's very and to have an agreement to find the solution with the other delegations and to speak about this. It's my. I think I was speaking with the president of the Federation of Germany also, he agreed with this. I think we can have some agreement and to try to have a good one.
So you are proposing that you speak with them, ask them to contribute some money to FIDE.
Today it's very difficult to do, and we can have after contact.
Okay, we can ask them some bill or whatever bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I've been listening to this. Okay, people, we lost 1 million. This million is being paid by us, each one of us. Somebody decided to waste this 1 million for his own benefit. I totally support Mr. Saunders. If we wanted to forget about this money, and personally, I don't want to forget because I paid that money, or at least a portion of it. They have to come and apologize and seek our forgiveness, you see, and we might forget. The money which was lost is supposed to be going to support the third world federations, those who need it. Those who we supposed to spend it in developing nation, CARDIC, and any other program. We cannot just simply forget that we lost our $1 million. We are not a charity. We are trying to be a proper organization, making money and progress furthermore. If they had an opportunity to sue us, they failed. Now we had an opportunity to recover our money. I'm not looking to make money out of their pockets, but at least they have to be punished. As Mr. Guilford says, they are not going to do it. Yes, they will do it again and again, as far as there is no punishment for them. They had to suffer. We felt the pain, we paid $1 million. It's about time now that they feel also that share some of that pain, financial pain, and there is something. I totally agree with my friend Ali. They have to pay something. But first, they have to either apologize to the General Assembly or we go for the full amount of money. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, may I make a proposal here, please, about the subject?
We have a proposal already from Mr. Contesti, I must say. You made already.
To help the
You made already a proposal.
To help it.
You made already a proposal, and I will ask Jeffrey because he didn't speak and then I can't do. You want to speak? Okay, guys.
Okay, I think actually the main point here is we are all aware of the case and what has happened, clearly. But we do need to move forward because this discussion can go on forever and people will have a lot of interpretation. I would tend to support what Ali has at least proposed. You know, it's a modification of somewhere between what Khalifa is saying and what Mark was saying earlier. At the end of the day, we are looking at reconciliation. You know, the chessboard has gone through a lot of fight. We are now at a position of peace, so at least, you know, let's move forward on this. Whether we actually ask the federations to donate a total amount of money which can help CACDEC at least, I'm sure these federations are all sufficiently strong enough. We can either leave it up to their conscience or we can basically dictate this from the General Assembly. But I think we should move forward with a concrete proposal because this will take forever.
There is a very good proposal from Mr. Patesti. I don't want to give this opportunity. These federations, they should ask really Gary Kasparov and Anatoly Karpov to contribute to the money what FIDE has lost. It is a very good proposal. Why we should give, it's coming from the French Federation. I believe it's an excellent proposal. First of all, we should accept it. Yes, they should speak with Gary and Anatoly, ask them to pay if possible all the money. I don't know how much they will succeed. This is one proposal. The second proposal, okay, yes, I'm in the, of course. We are talking the next month. I cannot say 3 months or 2 months. The next month, we are going to the next assembly. Then there is a proposal of FIDE. We can adapt also. We are leaving to the federations. What is?
May I make it concrete, please?
I'm repeating your proposal. If you want to change, you can change. Your proposal was you are leaving to the federation. How much money you would like to contribute to CACDEC? This was your proposal. You can change now if you want, of course. So this is the second proposal. Also, we can accept. It's not a problem. Now, guys, yes, Ignatius and then Ali.
I think we have only heard from the US that we forget about this and let's move forward. And we heard from the French Federation. But what he said, to ask Karpov and Kasparov, what if Karpov and Kasparov doesn't contribute? We have also not heard from the 5 federations that they are apologizing. Many of you have paid. Your poor federations have raised funds to pay your contributions to FIDE, be it membership fees, tournament fees. These 5 federations are big federations. They are not little boys. They cannot say, they cannot tell us here in front of the General Assembly that they don't know that this will cost FIDE money. Now they speak of gens una sumus. Now after the case is finished, you speak as we are one family. When you took FIDE to court, did you think of we are one family? There must be an apology. And then I'm prepared as a federation to accept some form of your conscience, how you want to help FIDE, help CADEC, help the other federations. But without an apology, my federation will not support this.
Okay, first of all, it's not related, but when I make this next proposal, we are not going to maybe discuss it even. We want to give a message. This was a message. None of us in FIDE wants a federation or a player is out of FIDE. That's very clear. And it was a message. It was to show how far you can go and you can crush the house, you can burn the house. And I am very happy that you got the message finally. But I don't see this reaction like shy, like apologizing. When I say that, okay guys, forget the invoice, but give tips, so I'm not asking you for Turkish Federation. Nobody is here asking for the Federation. We're asking you for FIDE. You damaged the image of FIDE by opening these court cases. You cost us a lot. That's the reason we don't have here Malawi, Madagascar, Seychelles, many African federations, unfortunately. They couldn't come here for a few €100. I fully support Ignatius' emotional state. Therefore, what I propose is very clear. I was thinking that accept law, thank you very much, law, you try to find a solution. One of those federations will raise and will say, okay guys, let's sit somewhere and we can talk. Nobody wants to speak. So I'm proposing like that, without interest rate. 40 years installment, 25,000 euro per year, 5,000 euro by each federation should be contributed to CACTEC. A concrete proposal, without interest rate. At least 5,000 euro. Those federations, as all of them have more than 1 million euro budget per year. 5 per 100, they can contribute to CACTEC. This is a feeling, you know. I mean, I cannot understand. You do this, we cannot find money for many things we can do, and nobody says, okay, at least you say, guys, we are sorry, excuse us. We are in family. Nobody says, excuse us. Unbelievable.
No, the point is, why can't you ask us first? Why are you saying
Ask the floor, please don't jump like this. Ask the floor. Yes, there.
Buenas tardes, voy a hablar en español. Estoy de acuerdo con el señor Ali de que los países tercermundistas hemos hecho un esfuerzo para venir a esta Olimpiada. $10,000 para un equipo completo. Ahora $1 millón es mucho dinero. Y realmente a nosotros nos ha costado la presencia. Y los países grandes discuten cosas grandes, pero nosotros queremos para el ajedrez, los Nasumos, considero que es oportuno que se pelee por el dinero para que las federaciones pequeñas puedan tener actividades y tener presencias en las Olimpiadas Mundiales de Ajedrez. Únicamente, gracias.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Let me repeat. When this whole issue started, I had been part and parcel of, I remember with FIDE. Before our last election, we had some overtures from the other party. I want to correct an impression. The fact that I have zero tolerance. I'm a believer in the theory of broken windows. We are talking about an infringement against FIDE. We should not try to link up whatever we recover just because we want to donate to target countries. I belong to that federation, but I have been up to date. Anytime I'm asked to pay my dues, I pay my dues. So we should, this is not about development. We agree that this money should be used for development, but whoever infringes should pay. Whoever infringes is paid, whether even if it is a target country, the fact that there is an infringement, because this is a very, very big organization, when we give a room for anybody to deviate, it should be brought back to the track. So I propose that first and foremost, we have to take this issue serious and then ensure that the money is recovered, it goes back to FIDE, and FIDE has another program. There could be, it should not be from the penalties that we should start thinking of. So first of all, we have to send a message. If a target country infringes, it should be made to face the same consequences. That's how we grow. Nobody wants to remain permanently in need. Thank you very much.
So, let's summarize it.
Maybe two words here. Last week,
Let's summarize it.
last week I met with the president of this transnational company, Rosneft, Rosoil. You know this company because they gave $1 million for FIDE for our program chessing school, and our commission chessing school knows about this money. I started to negotiate with the managers of this company last year, and this January we signed agreement, and they sent $1 million for FIDE for our program chessing school, and about $500,000 for Russian Chess Federation, not for Russian Chess Federation, for the Children's Chess Academy. because the management of this big company decided to support FIDE, to support our program, Chess in School. And last week I met again because Jeffrey Borg and Mr. Ali Yazici asked me, Kirsan, they gave $1 million for FIDE for our program Chess in School. Please ask again the president of the company Rosneft, asking another $1 million for our program Chess in School. And last week in Moscow I met with the president and with the director of the Department of Advertising and Mass Media of this company, and the president of this company said directors of Rosneft now are going to decide not to give $1 million for FIDE for next year because that FIDE is a rich organization. He showed me the articles from newspapers, and he said you paid $1 million, not dollars, €1 million for Karpov Kasparov, not for Karpov Kasparov, for the this court case in Switzerland, and they asked me not to go to the court against FIDE, but your chess players and your federations, big federation, United States, French, German, Swiss, Ukraine, this is a big federation, they fight against FIDE. You have fight inside FIDE, but why we Rosneft company, we should give money to FIDE, to your program Chess in School, because another sport federations ask money, football, basketball, volleyball, also ask this $1 million. And because of this case, because that FIDE have paid €1 million for this case, company Rosneft now wants to stop support for our program Chess in School. It's bad news, but after our Congress next week, I again ask this company to support FIDE, to support our program. And of course, I usually meet with another companies asking money for our program Chess in School, because you know our main target is a program Chess in School, and CACDEC program also needs money. And this is €1 million which we paid to the lawyers, to this court case. This is from our pocket, from Zambia, Japan, from French, from Greece, from Russia. This is money from our pocket. And I also, as a president of FIDE, as a chess lover, I don't understand some officials and some grandmasters who fight against us and take money from our pocket, because we can use this money for program CACDEC. €1 million is a big money, because during this Olympiad some delegations come to me asking money for tickets, €1,000, €2,000, and yesterday I signed a bill for $10,000 to buy a chess clock and chess board. Yes, and now $13,000 for 3 African and Asian countries. And this is money from FIDE, and this is money from my pocket. And also I agreed with Rosneft, president of Rosneft, he's a friend of mine, and he can give this money for another project, for business and so on. But I asked this money for FIDE, for Chess in School, and he paid. And now I think that we have collected about $10 million for our program Chess in School. But because of this case, now we have many difficulties. My proposal is maybe we start to negotiate with Karpov and Kasparov and asking money. This is $1 million, because FIDE, when Karpov, Kasparov played in the matches, a lot of money we organized. You remember in Elista in 1996, I find $2 million to Kharkov Kamsky. You remember $2 million, but $500,000 also from this company, Rosneft. That time they was sponsor. For Garry Kasparov, we organized match in 2003 in New York. Kasparov against Computer Deep Junior and many things. And now we should decide what we should do with this money, €1 million. It's a big money. You remember 10-15 years ago in FIDE zero money, but now we have money, and some of big businessmen think that FIDE is a rich organization which FIDE can pay. This is more than €1 million for lawyers every year. For this case, for another case, and we are one family, and we decide what we should do with this case. We don't close our eyes to this problem. €1 million, it's not a small case. It's not only financial question. It's a question and point of our morality, how we can live in future. I can pay this €1 million, but I don't want again pay €1 million for some of our grandmasters. It's better if I take from my pocket this €1 million and to give again to the program chess in school. And it's a question which we should decide now, because tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, another federations decided to fight against each other. And I agree with Grandmaster Putyan that we should solve all our questions inside our family, not outside in support. But somebody can go to the Lausanne's court, and now what we shall do with this €1 million, I asked Makropoulos, because he also has one of the proposals. Thank you.
Okay, you know, because of the financial situation, this crisis in Greece, some Greeks, they think that Germans should pay always the bill. In FIDE, we are the only place where Greeks should pay for the Germans. So, first of all, we should accept the proposal of Mr. Pates. These 5 federations, really, they should pick Bulgaria, Kasparov, and Anatoly Karpov. They should try to get the maximum. Why not? I don't understand. This is a good proposal. Second, we should accept what Ali's proposal. Asking the federation to speak with their boards to see what they can contribute by themselves. We're not making a decision so much money or what, by themselves. What they can contribute to our targeted funds. The third is his last proposal. They'll say, okay, speak with your board, with your board. There is a possibility to make this decision, that you pay so much money in so many years. Speak with your board. In any case, I don't believe that we can have a decision like this here before you go back and speak with your federation. So this is a third possibility. And we come back to the next assembly, not only to elect one member for the electoral committee, we continue this discussion. We're not close to this discussion. Yes. One more proposal we want to make?
Just one comment. I agree with Mr. Leong that it should begin with an apology, because it's not just all about money, it's about people's reputation and their life work. In my case, I contributed over 20 years of my life to the development in chess in the United States, and I think it should begin with an apology, and then we can move on and look into a new chapter in our history.
Okay, I mentioned my 3 points. I'm not from these guys that I'm asking apologies from the people. Unfortunately, here we have different principles. So, of course, how you see, there are members of the board and of the General Assembly that they would like to have an apology. So, this is the 4 points that we should notice from the Assembly. We don't close the discussion. We are waiting to see what it will be your discussions with Guidance Parliamentary Council. What will be the discussions in your report? We'll speak again in the next Assembly. Will be the second point in the agenda. First is the election of the chairman of the electoral committee. Second point can be this one. We discuss. We agree? Thank you very much.
We agree, but seven federations not fair. For what case?
Seven, what are
yes. Because everyone says 5, 7 federations to 14.
Okay, now, Ali, I'd like to be so kind to withdraw your next proposal.
I never aimed to, even I make this proposal, I would be against. So there's no chance that somebody should be out of FIDE. I withdraw it, of course, by pleasure. Only this was the reason to discuss it, nothing else.
Okay. We don't need to speak about the 5 because already we mentioned this, the other report case. Zaragoza,
the 5 vice presidents case, as you all know, we won this case. It's definitely a win for FIDE. We got some money back. White and Case being a bit slow in paying all of it, so I'll probably be invoicing the English and Georgian federations for it. But perhaps they can put pressure on their lawyers to pay us the CAS, our CAS costs, which is about another 50,000, which they're meant to be paying us. So I'd be grateful if they could put some pressure on their lawyers to pay us. Otherwise, I'll be. It was interesting in the first part, which was the 75,000 Swiss francs. We asked White and Case, we had nothing from them. We then sent an invoice to the English and Georgian chess federations, and White and Case paid the next day. So maybe I can't do this again. And invoice your 2 federations, and then White and Case will pay up on your behalf. But we do need, the money should be paid. I don't know why this decision was made in June or July, and White and Case has been very slow on paying on your behalf. The Zaragoza, sorry, any questions on that case?